The isomerism is same molecular formula but different structural arrangement. That's they give a different physical and the chemical properties. So they are called isomerism. See, the isomerism further classified into two types. That is the structural isomerism. Another one is the stereoisomerism. The structural isomerism further classifies chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional group isomerism, metamerism, tautomerism. So this is the classification. Then the stereoisomerisms having geometrical, optical, and the conformation. The conformation we will discuss later. Here geometrical and optical. First we will see what is the structural isomerism. That is the first one is the chain isomerism. When two or more compounds have the similar molecular formula but different carbon skeleton. For example, C5H12. So how many carbon atoms are there? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one possible arrangement. Then another possible arrangement is 1, 2, that is one branch with one branch like this. Then another possibility is all branch like this. Totally 5 carbon. Now count number of 5 carbon. Hydrogen is how many? 12. So 3, 5, 7, 9, then 12. So the name of the compound is pentane, simply N-pentane. Then look at this, CH3, CH2 5 carbon, then CH 6th carbon, here 3 9 and 3 12. So this is isopentane. Already I discussed that is why we are telling that iso. So this is the CH unit is connected. So then isopentane, or you can write it that is 2-methyl butane, because this is the parent chain and this is a substituent. So that 2-methyl methyl butane. You can use it 2-methyl butane. Then look at this third, all three having hydrogen, that is mean all 4. So CH 3, 3, 9, this one 12. So this is a neopentane or 2,2 dimethyl propane. You can use it neopentane or the common name. This is neopentane or 2, this 1, 2, 3 means 2,2 dimethyl propane. Okay, so this is the chain isomerism. Next is the position isomerism. That is when 2 or more compounds differ in the position of the substituent atoms or the functional group on the carbon skeleton. So for example, this is C3H8O. Now you have to use the molecular formula. This means here the compound will be a alcohol. For example, using of this 3 carbon, then 1 oxygen is there. So hydrogen, 8 hydrogens are there. So suppose using of CH5, here also I am going to use 2. Then that will be remaining 1 hydrogen, 1 alcohol. So it should be a alcohol compound. So here this is a propan 1-ol. The first position having alcohol, so that propan 1-ol. So here the position indicate their position, so that this is propan 1-ol. The functional group indicates. The similar way you can write it. This is the alcohol compound. Another possible arrangement also there. That is CH3, CH, OH, CH3. Now count number of hydrogen 6, 7, 8. Carbon 3 and oxygen 1. So propan 2 al. Second position having the alcohol group. So that propan 2 al. Next is a functional group isomerism. Here the functional isomerism, two or more compounds having the same molecular formula but different functional groups are called. That is, the different functional groups are present with isomer is functional isomerism. For example, the molecular formula for this, there is C3H6O. Okay, here the aldehyde and ketonic functional group we can write it C3, 3 carbon atoms we can write it 3 carbon atom, and another possibility again I am writing here 3 carbon. Then how many hydrogen? 6 hydrogens are there. So I can write here that is 3 hydrogen and 3 hydrogen, the remaining oxygen. So I am going to write one way, this one way, and 6 hydrogen CH3 CH2 C double bond OH. Now count the number of hydrogen also 6, then oxygen is 1, then carbon is 3. So the two arrangements, this group is called a ketonic group and this group is called aldehyde group, COH. Sorry, that is CHO and CO, both having the carbonyl compound, but here substituent is methyl group, here the hydrogen. So that this is different. This is aldehyde and ketone. This type of isomerism is called functional isomerism. They having same molecular formula but different functional groups are present. One is ketone, another one is aldehyde. Simply they name it propanone, and this is propanal. Then the metamerism, it arises due to the different alkyl chains on their side chain. That is the functional group molecule. For example, C4H10O. See, we can write it. This is the methoxy propane. We can write it like this. This CH3O C3H7. We can write it like this. That is another one possibility, that is methoxy propane, or you can write it like this. So methoxy propane, number of hydrogen 5, 7, 10, oxygen 1, carbon 4. Then another possibility is CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3, ethoxyethane. So this is the metamerism. Then the stereoisomerism is compound that have the same constituent and the sequence of the covalent bond but differ in the relative position of their atoms or groups in the spaces is called stereoisomer. So this is the special type of isomerism is called the stereoisomerism. Usually they are classified geometrical, optical and conformation. That will we will see in next class, that is next year. Okay. Then next is a fundamental concept of the organic mechanism we will see. The fundamental concepts of the organic reaction mechanism. Usually an organic reaction, the organic molecule is react with the attacking reagent, that is the appropriate attacking reagent, and leads to the formation of one or more intermediate and finally product is formed. So this is the simple representation. Organic molecule with the attacking reagent forms intermediate. So intermediate gives product or some byproducts also possible. So here the substrate is the reactant which supplies the carbon to the new bond, and the other reactant is called reagent. So if both the reactants supply carbon to the new bond, then choice is arbitrary, and that is in the case of the molecule on which attention is focused is called substrate. Okay. So in such a reaction, a covalent bond between the two carbon atoms or the carbon and some other atom is broken, a new bond is formed. So the sequential account of each step describing the details of the electron movement, the energetics, that is during the bond cleavage, and the formation and the rate of transformation, that is reactants in the product, that is in kinetic studies. These are called reaction mechanism. See, the reaction mechanism helps to understanding the reactivity of the organic compound and planning the strategy for their synthesis. So usually the fission of a, that is we are going to learn some principle that how explain how this reaction takes place. First, the fission of a covalent bond. Fission of a covalent bond. See here, the fission, that is usually the covalent bond get cleaved either by homolytic cleavage or in the heterolytic cleavage. First, heterolytic cleavage, then homolytic cleavage. Homolytic cleavage. See here, the what is the homolytic cleavage, what is the heterolytic cleavage. First we will see the heterolytic cleavage. The bond breaks in such fashion that the shared pair of electron remains with one of the fragments. That is, after heterolysis, one atom has the sextet electronic configuration, that is electronic structure, and the positive charge and the other valence octet with the at least one lone pair and the negative charge. So the heterolytic cleavage for bromomethane, suppose if I use a bromomethane, so this is the bromomethane, means the heterolytic cleavage means the single bond is shifted here. So that means the carbon gets a positive charge, so CH3, that is, and Br minus, so like this. So the cleavage like this, so that the carbon gets positive charge. So in the species having the carbon atom possessing the sectet, okay, sectet of electrons, and the positive charge is called as carbocation. That is, in earlier they are called carbonium ion, CH3, that is simply we can write it methyl carbocation, okay, or carbonium ion. See, the carbocations are classified as the primary, secondary or tertiary depending on whether one or two or three carbons are directly attached to the positively charged carbon. See, then the carbocation, some ethyl cation, that is primary carbocation, for example, ethyl carbocation. So here this is the ethyl, this carbon having a positive charge, so ethyl carbocation. Then secondary means that is isopropyl, so this is the isopropyl or the secondary carbocation. Then tertiary butyl cation or the tertiary carbocation, you can write like this, CH3 C+. So this is tertiary butyl cation or the tertiary carbocation. So the carbocations are the highly unstable and the reactive species. Okay, so alkyl group is directly attached to the positive charge carbon atom. That is, the carbon is stabilized the carbocation due to the inductive and the hyperconjugation effect that we will see in next section. Then usually the observed order of the carbocation stability is methyl carbocation, that is CH3 plus, then is less than CH3 CH2 ethyl carbocation, then the isopropyl carbocation, then tertiary butyl cation or tertiary carbocation. This is the sequence. So this carbocations have trigonal planar shape with the positively charged carbon being sp3 hybridized. So the shape of the methyl carbocation may be considered as being derived from the overlap of three equivalent C, that is sp2 hybridized orbitals with 1s orbitals of each the three hydrogen atoms. So usually the each bond may represent as C sp2 hybridized, that is CsP2, then H1s. This is 1s. 1s sigma bond. So the remaining carbon orbitals are perpendicular to the molecular plane and they contains no electron. So we usually we can write like this. This is a loop. Then having the hydrogen like this. So here this is the 3D representations. So 3D representation means that is hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. So this is the shape. Okay, then the heterolytic cleavage can also give a species in which carbon gets the shared pair of electron. For example, when Z group attached to the carbon leaves without the electron pair, for example, see, look at this. When Z group attached to the carbon leaves without the electron pair, means that is like this. So what happened? This have a methyl carbanion, or methyl anion is formed. Then the such carbon species carrying a negative charge, this on the carbon atom is called carbanion. So carbanion also unstable and the reactive species, similar in the way of carbocation. Okay, the organic reaction which proceeds through the heterolytic bond cleavage are called ionic or the heteropolar or just polar reaction. Next is a homolytic. Homolytic reaction as homolytic cleavage. See, one of the electrons of shared pair in a covalent bond goes with each of the bonded atoms. So that's the homolytic cleavage. The monovalent of the moment of a single electron takes place instead of the electron pair. So the single electron movement is usually shown the half-head arrow like this. Okay, this is half-headed means fish hook, that is curved arrow. So such cleavage results in the formation of the neutral species which contains an unpaired electron. So this species is called free radical. So like carbocation and carbanion, free radical are also very reactive. The homolytic cleavage can be like Rx, for example. Rx means one electron goes in this direction, another one electron goes in this direction, because the bond containing two electrons. So we can write it, if we pass heat or light, what happens? That is the alkyl radical is formed. You have to write a dot like this. R dot indicates, this dot indicates radical, free radical. This is alkyl free radical. Then halogen, the free radical. Okay, the alkyl radicals are classified in the primary, secondary and tertiary. The alkyl radical increases proceed from the primary to tertiary. For example, that is the methyl is greater than ethyl, C2H5 ethyl radical. Then we have to write like this, that is CH3 CH2, then isopropyl radical, then tertiary butyl free radical. Tertiary butyl free radical. So the organic reactions which proceed homolytic fissions are called free radical reaction or homopolar or the non-polar reaction. Next is a nucleophiles and the electrophiles. Nucleophiles and the electrophiles. So what is a nucleophile? That means simply we can write it, nucleophile we can represent Nu minus, or sometimes we are using Nu like this. Okay, so nucleus, here the nucleophile electron pair, that is nucleus seeking, that is also called nucleophile, that is the nucleus loving. Then the electrophile is electron seeking, is called electrophile. electrophile. Here, during this is electrophile, we can write it E plus. This indicate electrophile. So during a polar organic reaction, the nucleophiles are attacked and electrophilic center of the substrate, which is that specific atom or part of the electrophile that is an electron deficient. So that similarly that electron deficient means electrophiles attack and the nucleophilic center, so which is the electron rich center of the substrate. The electrophiles receives the electron pair from the nucleophile when two undergoes a bonding interaction. So the curved arrow, that is the curved arrow is notation like this is used. That is the movement of the electron pair from nucleophile to the electrophile. So some examples of nucleophiles are negatively charged ion with the lone pair of electron, that is hydroxide ion, that is HO minus, cyanide ion. This. So then they have a alkyl carbon ion like R3C. So these are the positive, that is the electron rich, and the neutral molecule is like this: H2O, R2NH. So these are the electron, that is the neutral molecule side. So this neutral molecule can also act as a nucleophile due to the presence of the lone pair of electron. Okay. Then the electrophile include the carbocation. Already we seen, that is CH3 methyl carbocation, ethyl carbocation, like this. So the neutral molecules having the functional group like carbonyl group or the alkyl halide group. So the carbon atom is in carbocation has sextet configuration, hence it is electron deficient and can receive a pair of electron from the nucleophile. So in neutral molecules such as alkyl halide, due to the polarity, so alkyl halide due to the polarity of the CX bond in the partial positive charge in the generated the carbon atom, and hence the carbon atom becomes electrophile center and the nucleophile can attack. Okay. Next class we will see the electron movement in organic reaction, then the electron displacement reaction, inductive effect, resonance effect we will see next class. Thank you.